Alright, I just fully sent it. I went for Act 5 completion right after Uncollected, and the results was sad. Man, the opening after this is one of the saddest ones probably ever. It was just not a fun time in the slightest. But first off, we have to get to Act 5 Chapter 4, and get those rewards. So the rewards are a 6-star crystal, a 5-star Nexus crystal, and a lot of other stuff, including a rank 4 to 5 5-star gem, and a 5-star Awakening Gem crystal. Now those rewards are pretty game changing for me, especially because I still have a lot of work to do, right? But first we have to get through these bosses, and Howard the Duck, no big deal. Hulkling just shreds him. Hulkling is great for pretty much most of these bosses, but Elsa Bloodstone as well puts in a ton of work. So there is Howard down, and now we have Rogue, which is on chapter 3, quest number 3. No big deal here, just a regular Rogue. And like I said, the bosses in Act 5 chapter 3, or just Act 5 in general, got nerfed pretty hard. There are no longer any nodes on them, and they don't have like the class-based attack rating decrease like they used to have, so it pretty much is a nothing chapter. But now a quick audible. I decided to rank up Cosmic Ghost Rider to rank 3, and this was one of the best choices ever because this guy just clears stuff so quickly. He is such a fast champion, and in a free-to-play account, I want to get things done as fast as possible, and this guy is the man to do just that. So Cosmic Ghost Rider, a great rank up. I want to take him up eventually to rank 4, rank 5, something like that, because he is just a really good champion, and he's pretty fun to play as well. And most importantly, I don't have him at a high rank on my main account. He is just rank 3, and rank 3 CGR is pretty good, but given that I have rank 5 characters now, and a rank 2 7-star Venom, then I'm not too fussed about playing a rank 3 champion. But yeah, I rank up CGR here. I'm running low on ISO, which is a bit worrying because ISO is really important to me, man. I can't just freely rank up characters like I do on my main account, because on my main account I open Paragon crystals, I get a ton of ISO that way, so I'm not really worried about any ISO, and gold I can just get through other means like gold crystals, or just straight up buying it as well with like the piggy banks. But on this free-to-play account, I can't do any of that. I cannot do that at all. I have to just really budget myself, and that's where the challenge of the free-to-play account is kind of fun, but also kind of stressful. But there are ways to work around it. It's not like an impossible thing to do. You can get ISO in different ways for sure. But yeah, CGR, as you can see, is putting in a ton of work already. So that was a pretty straightforward time. And now we have the sub-boss for Act 5, Chapter 3, Quest 6, which is Dr. Octopus. And yeah, no big deal. CGR just shreds this guy so fast. Such a cool champion, man. He is so like fun to play as well. The animations are top tier. And yeah, here we have this Green Goblin boss, the final boss of Act 5, Chapter 3, Quest 6. Well, 5.3 in general, right? But let's see how CGR does here. And Green Goblin is a bit underrated on defense because he has this mechanic where he reduces your power gain by a pretty big amount, but still isn't enough to counter CGR, and we actually don't survive that, which is pretty hilarious. I like how I said that, but then I immediately just fall to the floor, and then I get embarrassed in that regard. So this is a really fun time. And like I was saying, Green Goblin, a bit underrated on defense, right? But there is 5.3 complete. We get some okay rewards here. Nothing too like massive. We do get some 5-star shards, 3,500, not too bad. We get some extra gold, some ISO as well, which is perfect. So yeah, overall, not too bad in the slightest. Here we can pick some tier 4 class catalysts, and I end up going with, what do I pick here? I believe I pick Cosmic, which makes a lot of sense, but no, I go with skill. I don't know why I picked skill. When I think about it now, I only have 5-star blade at this time, and I don't really want a rank 5 or rank 4 blade even, so that was an oddball pick for sure. Maybe for Elsa Bloodstone, which makes sense, but I don't think I want to rank 2 her. So an odd choice, but it was a choice nonetheless. But now we have some 5.4 bosses. First up, Punisher 299, and once again, Actually, no, these bosses have individual nodes. Finally, right? Like, all the other bosses don't, but 5.4 does have that, so pretty good in that aspect because it helps you build up for Act 6, so nice job on that end at least. But yeah, still a not too bad boss. Punisher hasn't really been tough for a while now, so it is what it is, but there is Quest 1 done, and we're now 4 bosses away, or no, 5 chapters away from the big Ultron boss. Now, the big Ultron boss is still one of the hardest bosses in the game. Like, one parry by mistake and you are just done. He either regens like all of his health, or he power gains to 3 bars of power, or the other two aren't that bad, but the power gain and the regen are quite menacing. But here is this Hella boss, and they use Elsa here, and Elsa is honestly such a powerhouse. A really great champion overall, and the more I play her, the more I want to rank to her. I didn't want to originally, but now that I play her more, she is a very good champion, and even though she's a 7-star character, I won't get 7-star champions for a while on this account, so I'm not too fussed about that. But yeah, this fight is almost over. So far so good. She isn't that hard. There's just like this unstoppable that happens kind of often, but once you work around that, it's a pretty straightforward fight. And she is almost down. She takes forever to get down when she's at low health, but there she's down. No big deal. We move on to quest number 4. And quest 4 is a Mcoc. Now, Mcoc used to be one of the hardest defenders out there, and these node sets made him even worse. But today, not the biggest issue. Still is annoying sometimes. Like in Eternity of Pain, he was quite a massive deal, but now he's just sometimes annoying, sometimes really straightforward. And with Elsa here, not too shabby at all. But I could have used Hulkling here, to be honest, but I just chose not to because Elsa was already doing so good, so may as well just keep the train going. And yeah, she does this pretty fine. Just a really reliable champion. Really reliable because of her precision, which gives her a ton of crits. And there is no need to rely on like crit rating because she has pretty much guaranteed crits anyway. So there's chapter 4 done, and now it is time for chapter 5, which is this Mephisto. And Mephisto, still super annoying. I don't survive this fight at all. I get pretty embarrassed pretty fast, but hey, we do some damage, right? And that's all that matters. If we do like 10%, that's fine. If we do less, that's also fine. But we did like half his health, which isn't too bad. Actually more, like 66%, I'll take it. I didn't expect to solo that fight anyway because Mephisto is a really hard fight. So here I get embarrassed though. Don't mind that Joe Fixit fight. That was just rough. But anyway, let's try Elsa Bloodstone here. And this goes a lot better. Just, yeah, let's forget about that other fight, please. That was terrible. But Elsa Bloodstone, of course, has to carry me in the end, as she usually does, and she gets the solo, so I'll take it. Elsa Bloodstone, what would I do without her, man? A great first 6-star character. But now it is time for the final boss, which is this Ultron. Now, Ultron, like I said, is still very frightening, still has a lot of annoyances, has the evade, has the ability accuracy reduction, has the impart node, which just makes him a complete disaster with any debuff champion. But thankfully, I have a maxed out Hulkling. And Hulkling is one of the best options for this matchup because of his lack of debuffs. So, shouldn't be too bad. I'm expecting it to go pretty well. A solo is wanted but not expected because I've been playing pretty terribly. So I'm just hoping for the best here. And let's see how this turns out. So we get the Pierce up to start the fight. Looking pretty good so far. But keep in mind, one accidental parry and I am just done. I will just not survive. He gets the power gain. I am completely done. He gets the regen. That's even worse. So I have to be careful here. I have to be really careful here. But I manage it pretty well. I don't do too bad here. Just kidding. I got the SP1. And then, yeah, that was just a really great time. That SP1 took out so much health because this guy has just bonkers attack rating stats as well. Like, he hits so hard on the block, and if you get hit by him, then I got bad news for you, man. You probably won't survive it. But thankfully, my Hulkling is rank 5, and he has a ton of health at base, so I survived that. But if it was with, like, any other character, I would have been 6 feet under, 1000%. But here I dropped SP2, some very nice damage there, and things are looking a lot better now. A lot better than before. This is a nice recovery so far, like 3000 light attacks, not too shabby in the slightest. I'm liking this, man. I'm liking this so far. Rough start, good, like, point right here. So I drop another SP2 here, just hoping for something decent out of this. But he evades me, so that is fun. I love when he evades. It's such a nice mechanic. It makes this fight so much fun. I'm kidding, of course. It is a miserable time. I mean, okay, to be fair, this is a lot better than the Collector. The Collector can just go away forever. I cannot stand the Collector now. What a terrible fight. Just the worst. Easily the worst boss in the game. So annoying. But here I drop some more hits. I get the SP2 going. He evades it. Doesn't matter. Still got the Fury. Only one though, which is a bit unfortunate. But then I realized it's because of the awakened ability of the Ultron, because what he does is he reduces your ability accuracy per armor up. So that's just grand. That is fantastic. You love to see it. And there I get hits and I am done. Amazing. This is a fun fight. This is a fun time, guys. We're having fun here, right? I'm kidding, but besides the boss fights that are just really annoying, this is a really fun challenge to do. But yeah, this guy's trying to ruin it for me, which he doesn't, you know, because I still get him down. Doesn't matter. I'm going to get him down regardless. But here he evades. Really fun. And Joe Fix-It just isn't really cutting it. Just not doing enough damage, so I have to quit out here. Yeah, unfortunate, but it is what it is. Like, Joe Fix-It, just not made for the fight. His crit rate is kind of stinky. The armor up really doesn't help Joe either, so it's just not a good idea to use him. So I revive Hulkling, just trying to get something here, man, and that was dangerous. That was really dangerous, but we didn't mess up, thankfully. But here I can just drop the SP2 in a bit, if he wants to let me throw it, because he just keeps on evading. Oh my gosh, this guy is worse than Spider-Man. But here I go back in, I drop my SP2, and let's just see what the numbers are. Just kidding, he evades again. Oh my gosh, this guy needs to chill out. And then he fails one of my Fury, so that is amazing as well. This guy is a really fun time. Did I mention that? How fun this boss is? How he fails your abilities? How he has the regen? And he has the power gain sometimes? And you can't debuff him? This is just a grand time. And one more SP2 should do it, hopefully. So I drop it in a bit here. He gets the regen though, which is fantastic. So I have to wait it out again. Here he evades me yet again because he loves to do that. That's his favorite thing. You know, Ultron, more like Spider-Man. But here I dropped the SP2. He is almost down. Here he evades me yet again because, you know, it's Ultron, so he has to do it. But then we get him down finally. And that is Act 5 complete. The entirety of Act 5 done in about, what, 9 or 10 days? Not too shabby at all. But yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it for sure. That was a bit of a mess. Collector was the worst thing ever. This guy right behind him because he was still super annoying. But I'll take it, man. So here I picked Cosmic because of CGR. Just, I want him rank 4 ASAP. So that is a great pick in my opinion. And now it is time for quite possibly the biggest account opening that I've ever done for this account. So let's see what we do here. Let's see how this turns out. I am nervous because this can change my account forever. Like a Cosmic Fortified gem or even a Cosmic Awakening gem would just be a game changer. So a lot is riding on this opening. So let's just see how it turns out. But here is the, what is this? Oh yeah, the like comic sequence for Act 6. You know, great reveal there. I wonder how it turns out. Just kidding, I already know. And it is a pretty good story, so nice. To be concluded in Act 6, which we are gonna hopefully get done pretty soon. But now it is time for the opening. So we have a 5-star crystal here first. Just hopefully something good here, man. I'm going for Science and Mystic for Juggernaut because, you know, Juggernaut's still my favorite champion on this account. So just please a 5-star Juggernaut so I can just be happy and I can just, you know, ride off into the sunset with my 5-star Juggernaut in hand. But let's see, man. The pool looks amazing. There is the Hood. There is Mcoc. There is Tigra. And we land on a 5-star version of Red Guardian. Now that is not Juggernaut at all. That is the opposite class. That is a much smaller man than Juggernaut. So it is what it is. I won't use him at all probably, though he is a really fun champion to play. So if I wanted to, I could invest into him because I do like him. I think he's really fun. So I wouldn't be mad about having him ranked up. But now it is time for a 4-star relic crystal. Hopefully something good here, man. Just a cosmic relic or a skill one, something like that. And we get a Thor relic, which is CGR's best relic. So massive wins there. That is huge. That is a huge pool. So I will take that for sure. And now it is time for another crystal here. We go for the 5-star Nexus crystal after this Awakening Gem and rank 4 to 5 gem opening. I'm nervous here, man. Awakening Gem, really important. And I want anything but tech, because right now I have 0 tech champions besides Green Goblin, which is not good at all. But what do you know? We get tech. Amazing. Now, at this point, I was upset because I have 1 tech champion and it's Green Goblin, like I said. And that is a Tech Awakening Gem, which I will not use on him for obvious reasons. So let's just hope for something better here. Just please a good 4 to 5 gem. Cosmic, please. Please Cosmic, and we land on a 4 to 5 tech gem. Amazing, guys. This is quite fantastic. This is exactly what I wanted. And I'm kidding, that is just not what I wanted in the slightest. That is really upsetting. Yeah, not a fun time. But now we can just open the 6-star and hope for something good here, man. Just please, any decent champion. I need something here, man. Something decent to work with. Also, Bloodstone is fantastic. So let's just build off of that, please. So we stop the crystal. There is some okay characters. There is Absorbing Man. And we land on a 6-star version of Iron Patriot. Now, I am just so mad at this point. I just don't even know what to do. Like, what the actual heck is going on? I got a Tech 4 to 5 and Awakening Gem, which is the class I wanted the least. I got a 6-star Iron Patriot, which is just a grand time, guys. That is fantastic. So please, just something from this Nexus crystal to make up for it. Just please, man, anything good here. Juggernaut, any good tech character now for sure I would appreciate. Just please something that I can work with on this free-to-play account. So we land on a 5-star version of that. Now, here's the thing. Namor is fantastic, and so is Nova, but on a whale account, because you want to have them at max sig, and I can't do that for either of these champions. So I'm just upset. But you know what, man? 1 opening won't ruin the whole account, because there will be more openings. There will be more 6-star characters, some more 5-star characters. This isn't the end of the account, right? There is just more to look forward to at this point, and especially because of this really bad opening. So, hey, you know, it was bad. It was really, really bad. Probably the worst one ever that I've done on both of my accounts, but it is what it is. And there is my really awesome Green Goblin there. Love to see him. What a beautiful lad. But now let's just end it with this. This is my last crystal of today, and how ironic that I finished Act 5, right? And I'm on to Act 6 now, and Act 6 is only 5-star champions. So right when I do that, I pull a 4-star version of Juggernaut, the guy I've been begging for the longest time. But now the fun part is I can't use him in Act content because he is a 4-star champion. How grand is that? That is just the salt in the wound, the saltiest of salts in the biggest wound. Such a fun time. And yeah, I was happy, of course, because it's Juggernaut, but the fact that it's a 4-star version is just pretty upsetting, man. But yeah, that was honestly one of the worst openings I could ever imagine on this account. But, you know, it's only up from here. I beat Act 5, that is an accomplishment already, so I will just be happy with that. The rewards could have been a lot better, to say the least, but hey, we got it done, and now it is on to Act 6, Chapter 1, and I am not gonna just wait a bit. I'm going all in already. I have Revive saved up, I have a Cosmic Ghost Rider, I have a Elsa Bloodstone, I have a Joe Fixit who is poison immune. I am ready for this, so I'm gonna go full speed ahead into Act 6, and Cavalier really soon. So let's just see how that turns out. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on this abysmal opening, and yes, about it from me.